Hello students, class 9 CBSE. Welcome to Icon Tutorial Khordha. I am Manoj Kumar Panda telling you something about the theorems. Today we'll discuss about midpoint theorem chapter triangle chapter. Okay, class 9 mathematics triangle chapter. In that chapter, one theorem is midpoint theorem. That's MPT, right? MPT. So this is your midpoint theorem. Midpoint theorem. So midpoint theorem, in midpoint theorem, what is tell that? So midpoint theorem in a triangle, there is a triangle. In a triangle, the two sides, any two sides. Suppose this is a triangle, right? Try to understand here. This is a triangle. This is a triangle. So in this triangle, so ABC is a triangle. In that triangle, the two midpoints P and Q. So two midpoints P and Q. The two midpoint means midpoint of side AB is P and midpoint of side AC is Q. So the line joining to the midpoints of the two sides. Line joining means PQ, right? So line joining to the midpoints of the two sides of a triangle, that line segment is parallel to the third side and half of it. So this is a statement. The line joining to the midpoints of the line joining to the midpoints of the line joining to the midpoints of the two sides. Midpoint of the two sides of a triangle. Line joining to the midpoints of the two sides of a triangle. Two sides of a triangle. The line joining to the midpoints of the two sides of a triangle parallel to the third side and half of it. Parallel to third side and half of it. And half of it. So here look at here. This is a two sides. The line in a triangle. The midpoint of two sides of a triangle. Two sides already done. The midpoint of two sides is the line joining to the midpoint of the two sides is parallel to the third side and half of it. Clear? I hope you understood. So there is a triangle. What is given that? In statement there is a given. In the statement there is a given point. In the statement what is given? Given that ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle. Okay. So ABC is a triangle. P is the midpoint of AB. P is a midpoint of AB. So P is a midpoint of AB and Q is also midpoint of AC. So Q is also midpoint of AC. So when triangle PQ, therefore the line is to prove. What to prove? Remember one thing. In every theorem there is 3-4 main terms are there. What three things you have to do? One is the given statement you have write. Then to prove. What is to prove in the step from the statement? This is the statement given, and from the statement here we have to find out what is given data, what is to prove, and for proof what construction you need. Okay, so to prove PQ parallel to BC and PQ is equal to half of BC. Understood? So PQ is parallel to BC and PQ is the half of BC. So in this case, now construction. What is the construction? What is this construction? In construction, so just produce PQ, not produce QP. Produce PQ. PQ produce means you have to P to Q. But QP produce means Q to P. So P side you can move, on Q side you can. So I am writing here construction produce PQ. So produce PQ here, PQ, it was PQ, then produce PQ in such a way that that is equal to PQR. Produce PQ up to R. So produce PQ up to R. So when produce PQ up to R, then join C to R and join C to R. So C to R you can join. Now proof. Now proof. So what is proof? Now in triangle APQ and in triangle APQ and CQR. In triangle APQ and CQR. Okay, so please continue. Please stay here to watch the video up to last. So up to last, then you can understand the theorem very clearly. Once again, I'm telling the 9th class students, 9th class CBSE students, they also ICSE students, maybe MP, midpoint theorem is there also. So you can CBSE ICSE both students, you can watch the video very carefully, and I hope you can understand very clearly. If after completing this one, then I can tell in Oriya. Same thing I can tell in Oriya in 5 minutes. So I will explain very rapidly. So first I will discuss in English. So I hope you can understand what I am telling. So in triangle in triangle in triangle APQ and CQR. In this two triangle, you know, this angle is equal to this angle. Why? Vertically opposite angle. So this is your what? In triangle, that is a PQA is equal to CQR. So PQA is equal to CQR. So look at here, PQA is equal to CQR. Then that is equal to AQ is equal to CQ. That is given, that this is equal to given. This is equal to given, and C or PQ is equal to QR, that is equal to what? Construction. Now this one is A, this one is a side, this one is A. You know congruency theorem, according to congruency theorem, ASA congruency theorem, the two triangles are congruent to each other. When the two triangles are congruent to each other, now by SA, so by SAS theorem, by ASA congruency condition, triangle APQ is congruent to triangle, this is equal to triangle CQR. So this angle is equal to this angle. When these triangles are congruent to each other, now look at here. So to make this this angle is equal to this angle, CPCT. So PAQ is equal to QCR, CPCT. You know CPCT, corresponding pair of congruent triangles are also congruent. That is CPCT C. Also you can shortcut, you can write CPCT. Now, so when these two triangles are but PAQ and QCP are alternate interior, are alternate interior angles, right? When alternate interior, we know that when alternate interior angles are equal, then this is, suppose look at here, this is a line, two lines are there. When the line is a transversal, this is alternate angles here, and this is a line, two line parallels are there, this is alternate interior angles. When two alternate interior angles are there, then these two non-intersecting lines, the two intersecting lines are alternate angles are equal, no? So there is a transversal. Okay, so the lines which are intersecting or non-intersecting, if the alternate side lines are alternate angles are equal, then the lines are parallel to each other. So here alternate angles are here, C angle and A angle, alternate interior. That is why, so this line and this line, okay, this line. These two lines are parallel to each other, where AC act as a transversal, right? AC act as a transversal, and that lines with the transversal intersect the two lines intersected by a common transversal, that lines are parallel to each other because alternate interangles are equal. That part also you have to remember. So here alternate angles are equal, that is why. So BA means BA parallel to CR, or BP parallel to CR, clear? So BP parallel to CR. But again, 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 FP is equal to CR. That is also CPCT. From this two triangle, FP side and CR also CPCT, because by ASL is two triangles are congruent to each other, so remaining sides also CPCT are also equal. So then FP is equal to CR, but AP is equal to BP. This one is given. AP is equal to BP. That is given. Yes or no? Because P is the midpoint. As P is midpoint. As P is midpoint. You, from the statement, so many informations are there. You have to collect the information and write as a given. This is given. What to prove? Also from the statement you can find out. So like that here, AP is equal to CR. AP is equal to CR. AP will be P. So guaranteed CR is equal to BP. So CR is equal to BP. Again CR parallel to BP. Right? So from that, therefore, BPRC is a parallelogram. So when any quadrilateral whose opposite sides are equal and parallel, any quadrilateral whose opposite sides are equal and parallel, that quadrilateral must be a parallelogram. Understood? Any quadrilateral whose opposite sides are equal and parallel, that quadrilateral must be a parallelogram. So since BPRC is a parallelogram, now since BPRC is a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, opposite sides also parallel. So P are equal to BC and P are parallel to BC. But P are parallel means, so PQ parallel to also BC. That part we need to prove. PQ parallel to BC, PQ parallel to BC, PQ parallel to BC. What is to prove? PQ parallel to BC. Yes, PQ parallel to BC. Understood? Once again you see the board, there is a PQ parallel to BC, and another proof is here. These two part you have to prove. PQ parallel to BC. We got PQ parallel to BC. But how PQ is half of BC? You know that PQ is equal to QR. PP is equal to PR. That means PQ is equal to half of QR. You can write here PQ is equal to half of QR. QR means, sorry, PQ is equal to QR. PQ is equal to half of PR. Sorry, this is half of PR. Now PR means BC, so that is equal to BC. Now look at here, this is equal to what? Once again PQ half of BC. So PQ half of BC, PQ half of BC. Got? There is a two proof. Now PQ half of BC and PQ parallel to BC. I hope you understood very clearly. Okay. This is the theorem of empirics. এটা হচ্ছে midpoint theorem. मन देश बुझिलो. Mid theorem थोड़ी कहला जदि गोटे ट्रायंगल रो जेकोनसी दिटा साइड रो midpoint को लाइन जॉइन करिवो ताले सेई लाइन टा थर्ड साइड संगे पैरेलल हबो अदर अधा हबो एती कथा. तो सीधा कोन करिवो midpoint को जॉइन करके बढ़े देबो गोटे साइड को. बढ़िला परे जेत्ति की PQ देथिबो ठीक सेत्ति की बढ़ेबो. तापरे C को आर जॉइन कर देबो जोड़े ट्रायंगल पाइलो. बस दीटा ट्रायंगल को कॉन्ग्रुएंस कर दियो. कला परे तमे एती काम दीटा ट्रायंगल कन्वर्ट करिवो. ऑटोमेटिक ए साइड इक्वल पाइ जिवो. तापर ए साइडटा या संगे भी इक्वल थिबो. ए साइडटा या संगे पैरेलल भी हेगला इक्वल भी हेगला. तो पूरा पैरेललोग्राम मिल गला. ए जो पैरेललोग्राम मिलला एटा दिस इज ए जो पैरेललोग्राम मिलला एटा ए पैरेललोग्राम एती त काम दिस पैरेललोग्राम और दैट ट्रायंगल कॉन्ग्रुएंट. पैरेललोग्राम में मिलले कोन ऑपोजिट साइड से इक्वल भी हेगला पैरेलल भी हेगला. तेणु ये पीसटा पूरा पूरा लाइनटा या से पैरेलल हो गला तो पैरेलल हो गला चिन्ह देली पैरेलल आ ये मझी पीसटा जेहेतु डबल थिला मझी सातरा हाफ ताले यार ऊपर हाफ मन तळटा हाफ कोन बस हो गला बुझीगला तेणु वीडियो देख मु तो माने यूट्यूब रे मु भल वीडियो करि पारुनी तथापि चेष्टा करछि माने एडिटिंग में मालूम ना बाकी आमर केमी आसिक रिप्रेजेंट करती प्रेजेंटेशन करती सब किसी मत मालूम मुझे सीधा सीधा मोर ऑफलाइन इज कंपैरेटिवली बेटर देन द ऑनलाइन क्लासेस सो किंतु जो मानकर एग्जैक्टली पाठ दरकार मो कथा ध्यान देकी सुनिबो डेफिनेटली पाठ बुझीजिवो आउ एक्शन देखिया दरकार नहीं कि रिप्रेजेंट दरकार से जेमती मॉडल सब कहउछन एक्शन स्टाइल हेलो ये से भाई समथिंग समथिंग कहि दोछन से सब जिंस मत भाई जणा नहीं तो तुम मोर ट्राई कर पिला पाठ बुझा दरकार आउ मो कमेंट रे लिखिदेव निश्चित भाव लिखिदेव सार मत यही चैप्टर यही टॉपिकटा दरकार तुम डेफिनेटली गरीब पिला जिते सब अच्छे समस्त को मो ये चैनल माध्यम मुझे प्रमिश कर कमिटमेंट कर मोर सब वीडियो गोटे ऑब्जर्व कर प्लस तुम मत लिखिक दियो तुम पूरा एंटायर कोर्सटा क्लीयरली सार दे पारि यही वीडियो जब तुम कमेंट लिख लिख चलो ऑब्जर्व कर तो बिना कौन ट्यूशन फीस रे तुम आराम से ट्यूशन बस रख मैथ साइंस CBSE क्लास 9 10 बा 6 ରୁ 10 पर्यंत समस्ते मोटर आइकन ट्यूटर तरफ मागणार पढ़ी पार ओके यहाँ हूँ तुम मो तरफ तुमको गोटे ऑफर दिगला तेणु वीडियो निश्चय ऑब्जर्व कर निश्चय वाच कर 9 10 पिला 6 ରୁ 10 पर्यंत समस्त को मुझे आज जनईदेली है भल लगे सब्सक्राइब कर लाइक कर शेयर कर ओके जय जय।